Women, don't let this happen to you, part 2. Women, don't let this happen to you, part 2. What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going to be talking about women. Don't let this happen to you, part 2. Don't let this happen to you, part 2. Once again, I want to tell you that this is extremely important. You want to share this with as many women as possible. You want to share this with as many women as possible. I'm going to be talking about a woman that almost literally got beat up on a bus today. We're going to be talking about a woman who almost got beat up today on a bus. Okay? So, it's extremely important for you to share this with as many women as possible. Younger women, older women too, because some older women don't even know. They feel like it's okay to disrespect men. And one of the things I want to tell you today, when you disrespect men, is literally like you are shooting your own self in the foot. Right now, what has happened is a lot of men don't even want to try to protect a woman at all. There have been men who've been deleted by trying to protect a woman, and then come to find out later on, it was a woman's fault, okay? They kept up a whole lot of conflict or chaos that was going on that the man was going in to try to help the woman with. So anyway, let me get into the story. Very, very important story. You want to share this with as many people. Once again, one of the things I want to say is this. Please, 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 subscribe. I guarantee you, if you subscribe to my channel will provide you with information that will help to save you thousands upon thousands of dollars and or save you a whole lot of pain and suffering. And in this particular situation, I'm going to show you how not to get beat up by a man on a bus or any particular situation like this. I'm gonna show you, give you some of the skills to avoid getting beat up by some man. All right, so let me tell you what happened. Fair use. Anyway, there was a point in time where I was having some type of transportation problems, and I was having some transportation problems, and I had to get on a bus. And so in the process of me having transportation problems, I had to get on a bus and go to work. And so as I'm on the bus going to work, I went to the back of the bus and was sitting. While I was sitting on the back of the bus, I'm hearing all this noise in the front of the bus. There was this African-American woman. It was this African-American woman that was at the front of the bus, cussing this man out, getting loud with this man, degrading this man, emasculating this man at the front of the bus. So I'm looking, I'm like, what's all this commotion? What's all this stuff going on at the front of the bus? Because I'm in the back of the bus. So all of a sudden, I see this woman, look like she's 5 feet tall, moving to the back of the bus fairly quickly. This woman was moving to the back of the bus fairly quickly, coming down the aisleway. So I don't know why she looks at me and decides she wants to sit next to me. I don't know, maybe she figures that since I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall or something like that, that she feels like she's gonna be protected. So anyway, let's see, what's the best way to say this? The woman comes to the back of the bus. She comes back to the back of the bus fairly quickly. And so I'm like, why are you coming back? I'm thinking to myself, why are you coming back here? I just sat up here and seen you. I sat up here and just seen you go off on this man, cuss this man out, go off on this man. Just seen you emasculate this man. I just seen you get loud with this man in front of everybody at the front of the bus. And so she decides, I guess, that she's gonna come sit next to me because I think she figures she's gonna be protected. This woman's like 5 feet tall. Now, right after she did this and right after she started coming back to the back of the bus fairly quickly, I seen why she was coming back to the back of the bus fairly quickly. The reason why she was coming to the back of the bus fairly quickly, because the guy was coming behind her looking like he wants to beat her ass. Of course this is not funny. No, of course this is not funny. No, it's not funny at all. This is a very serious subject. Very serious subject. But I see why she was running. She basically was trying to run to the back of the bus because she done went off on this guy. So I looked down the aisleway. This guy looked like he about 6 feet tall. Bulked up guy like he about to tackle somebody. He coming to the back of the bus like he about to tackle somebody. And this guy looked like he was coming back to beat her ass for all the embarrassment that she did to him at the front of the bus in front of everybody, because this is a full bus full of people. Well, this guy started coming back there and I'm like, oh man. Man, it's almost like I wanted to tell the woman, look like you about to get your ass beat. Don't look at me. So, anyway, this is an example of how God was with her that day. God, there's shown up a God. There's shown up a God. Because this woman, this guy was coming back to the bus like he was gonna beat her ass and probably throw her through the window. Anyway, this guy come back to the bus like he about to tackle somebody. And right as he got to the middle of the bus was stopped, and I think the bus driver had called the police. Called the police. That guy got to the middle of the bus where the bus was, and the police came fairly quickly, okay? That door opened to the side, and instead of him coming back to mess up this woman, he went off the bus and took off down the street. Now, what did I say? There is a God. There is a God Almighty. Because if it wasn't for God, something could have really seriously happened to her. Because that guy was on the way to the back of the bus to deal with this woman for all the embarrassment, the smart ass talking that she was doing to the man, cussing the man out, talking to the man like a darn dog. This woman was looked like she was about 5 feet tall. This guy looked like he was about 6 feet tall, weighing about 250, okay? So, I know this woman probably still going to church after this, because there is a God. That guy was coming back here to whoop that woman's ass, all right? Ladies, how can you avoid this situation? You can avoid this situation very, very easily. And I know that a lot of women's mothers have not taught them this, because this woman was not a young woman. This woman looked like she was in her 40s, okay? This woman looked like she was in her 40s when she did that and said all that stuff to that man and completely disrespecting that man. That woman looked like she was in her mid-40s, 5 feet tall, okay? You could completely avoid all of this violence, completely avoid all this confrontation by keeping your mouth shut. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want to be treated with respect, treat other people with respect. If you want to be treated with respect, treat other people with respect. Very easy, very simple solution to this problem. Ladies, there are a lot of men that are not going to get involved, especially after all the other people on a bus or in a crowd see you totally disrespecting a man, emasculating a man, making the man feel like a piece of dog doo-doo. What man do you think is going to protect you after you did this to another man and he sat up here and watched you do this to another man? There's a lot of men that will not protect you. A lot of men will not protect you. Easy situation, very simple. Treat people like you want to be treated. Treat all people with respect. Treat all people with respect. Talk to people with respect. Okay? You could completely avoid the situation. This woman almost got beat up on a bus because she didn't keep her mouth shut. So learn from this situation, learn from this story, and please, please, I hope my nieces are watching too, because I know that they weren't trained probably by their mother to respect men. If anything, they were taught to disrespect men, okay? So if you disrespect men, it's basically like you shooting your own self in the foot. Anyway, please like, please share, please subscribe, and peace.